Hi, I'm Mindy Burgoyne, and this is Fridays in the Graveyard. And I love a graveyard, don't you? Hi, I'm in Savannah. I'm at Laurel Grove Cemetery, and I'm in front of the grave of Florence Martus. You can probably see up there in the distance, let's see there, that wooden sign there says Waving Girl. And Florence Martus was known as the Waving Girl. If you've ever been to Savannah, you probably heard about the statue down on the river where the girl's waving, welcoming the ships coming into the harbor. Well, that's based on a real woman. And her name was Florence Martus. Her brother was a lightkeeper on a nearby island. And for some reason, at some point, Florence started to go out when a ship came into came up the river. She'd go out and she would wave a handkerchief if it was daytime and a lantern if it was nighttime. And she became known as the Waving Girl. And they say that there was never a ship missed in 44 years that she didn't wave at. Oh, and there were lots of stories that were conjured up about it. Lots of people think about it. All the ships that came in from all over the world that would see the Waving Girl, and they'd talk about it and bring their stories back to their home ports and what they would say. A common story was that Florence fell in love with a sailor and he left and she was hoping he'd return. And so she'd wave at every ship hoping that her sailor would be on that ship and would come back to her. And when he never did, she died of a broken heart. But she did do this for a very long time, and they commissioned a statue of Florence that was erected, I think, in the late 1950s. It was erected just 15 years after she died, and it's been there ever since. There was some talk about moving it to another location, but people like having it right there as the ships come into Savannah, right up the river around that curve, as a sign of welcome. She welcomes everyone to Savannah. So that you can see on her stone here, she's buried next to her brother. I believe that's her brother, the lightkeeper. But right in between them is an etching of the lighthouse itself. And it says, "In memory of the Waving Girl and her brother, keepers of the lighthouse on Elba Island in the Savannah River for 35 years. So that's Florence Martus. This is Savannah, and I'll see you on the next video.